Well, the AI arms race heating up as reports show that OpenAI is planning a fourth quarter IPO. Big story. Now, this is in an effort to beat Anthropic to get to the public market. I want to bring in RDS Wealth President and CEO Dale Smothers. Dale, what are your thoughts on this IPO? I mean, they're looking for a multi-trillion-dollar valuation here. Can they get it?
Cheryl, I certainly think they can get it. OpenAI is not just building smarter machines. It's quietly rewriting how humans work, how they think, how they compete. The reality is once you have OpenAI and AI in general changing knowledge, how electricity changed industry, once that happens, and it's everywhere in the world, nothing's the same. OpenAI and Q4, perhaps in 2026, this OpenAI IPO, we're going to be watching that very closely. It could give us a lot of opportunity in building a stronger AI infrastructure across the world.
What do you think the valuation of this IPO could be? I mean, the estimates are through the roof.
Through the roof. The reality of what it will be at IPO, it's likely going to have a small pullback. Most IPOs do. It either has a substantial run-up with a sell-off. The ones who have got in a little bit early, Cheryl, are likely going to be the benefactors of that initial run-up.
Yeah.
RDS Wealth, we're really watching this closely, and we have no idea when this is going to be. Other ones like SpaceX, for instance, if that comes to fruition, we want to be careful and be disciplined, which is the overall message that we're giving all investors, to be sure that we don't chase the initial buy for the fear of missing out.
Well, yeah, and because normally in these mega IPO stories, and I'm going to include SpaceX in that as well, is that the retail investor gets shut out in the beginning, but the investment banks make a pretty nice profit. I want to move on to these comments from Satya Nadella at Microsoft. He's warning that AI has got to have a wider adoption beyond big tech. Otherwise, you're talking about a bubble. You still say there's opportunities there.
Yeah, I think opportunities that appear in Microsoft or Google as one of our, what we would consider maybe the front runner in the AI race at this moment. These stocks have opportunity in these dips that we're seeing. In our opinion, there is an overreaction that is likely to come from the Fed selection. We've seen it today. The Fed selection will bring some certainty, though, as we get deeper into 2026, and the uncertainty will be pushed off the table in how we're going to see fiscal policy and interest rate policy handled in 2026. Okay. So be diligent here in looking for companies like Microsoft or Google or Amazon, even looking at NVIDIA, which has been the backbone of the AI infrastructure build out. As we start to see dips there, we need to be buying those. At our book of business for who we deal with, our clients are looking for growth in certain portions of their portfolio. AI is where that's going to come from in 2026.
Yeah, so still bullish on AI. I want to get your take on quantum because, and this is something that I don't think we talk about enough. You say that investors should take advantage of volatility, start to kind of roll the dice on quantum. One of the names you like, I think this is Ion and Q, is really, really interesting. The reason I think this story is interesting, basically, is because of the niche that they serve.
Ion Q, Rigetti, these two. What we may call, the raw players in quantum. They make the components of the quantum computer, which is likely the next frontier in technology. OpenAI clearly leading into this. But the reality of quantum computing is that you have two opposing views on how to bring it to fruition. And I'm a big believer right now that IonQ has the infrastructure underneath of it and the simplicity of scale in their approach to quantum computing. So if you're rolling the dice on quantum and you want to go with a raw play, I think IonQ over, say, like a Rigetti is the play at this moment.
All right, yeah, we see IO and Q on our screens. Real quick before you go, gold and silver is a big story today. A lot of this is turning on the Kevin Warsh news. Real quick, is this the end of the line, do you think, for the gold-silver run?
Until I saw a 20% dip today, I would have said that we have definitely seen these parabolic moves in gold and silver, and it's time to trim a little bit. As a matter of fact, we trimmed for our clients yesterday, and today that was a good move. The reality of this dip is that it might actually come back in favor to buy a little bit of gold or silver here. We play it at SLV or GLD. We like those ETFs because of the liquidity that we have in those names. I think looking at this dip as an opportunity may actually come full circle. Retail has led it to where it is today. We've got to be careful not to chase these quantum moves, if you will. These parabolic moves.
Back to
but
quantum.
the dip might be a buying opportunity.
Yeah, we're down more than 400 on the gold contract, which is pretty stunning, if you will.
Stunning.
But it's been a stunning rise, I guess, to your point there, Dale. Hey, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for being with me. Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure, Cheryl. Yes.
All right. We've got more